Oh, yeah. Go live anytime.
Hey, all right. Thank you, Cam, man. Thank you, Cam, man. All right. Courtesy of bowsports.com, stitcher.com, iTunes, where you can subscribe to this lovely and wonderful, sexy podcast for free. Tune in media for your mobile devices and Google Play Podcasts. Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, to the show that we so lovingly call Bow on Bulls. The show's totally, utterly, and foreverly dedicated to the Chicago Bulls and NBA talk. I am Big Dave.
I am Chris, a.k.a. C-Dub.
Yes, he's back. He has returned for 2017. The a.k.a. is back in here. Happy New Year to everyone out there. Happy New Year to you, a.k.a. sir.
Thank you.
You got any resolutions?
No, I don't make them anymore. you don't keep them. So
you said that like that's just for chumps.
It kind of is. I mean, what I'm gonna make? I'm gonna lose weight this year. It'd be different if I smoked. That, but I start smoking. Maybe that's no. But
why is the difference between losing weight and smoking?
Smoking is something that can kill you. That cancer.
Being fat can kill you too, Chris.
Well, but I mean, listen. People who got to lose weight doesn't mean you're out of shape. Sometimes you just want to lose weight.
Fair enough. That's fair. But in your case, what are you saying? As you have a picture.
What I'm saying that there's no in between with cancer and cigarettes.
I mean, but you got a picture of like ribs on your computer. Like
that's Google, telling me that.
Google telling you, yeah, go ahead.
What the hell is that anyway?
I don't know. It looked like an old hot dog with some cheese on it, and they turned it into a delicacy.
Shard, Taskmaster,
Swiss Shard. I've never had Swiss Shard.
I got Dave looking at my Chromecast on my TV. He shows the screensaver thing.
Yeah, it was just perfect timing. Is all I'm saying. Just perfect timing.
There's some weird food on there. I don't know what it is.
But we have a great show lined up, man. We got somebody on the show that, as Chris said to me earlier, it's synergy. We have somebody that, as soon as we talked, we knew it was a great match. Okay, it's like we knew him all our lives. You know what I'm saying? We know y'all gonna feel the same way too. From the podcast, according to sources, man, it's on several podcasts on there. It is a great site. Please check it out. Our guy Dre. What up, Dre?
What's going on? What's going on, people?
How you feel, man?
I'm doing good, man. The kids and the wife are out all day. I've been chilling. I'm doing good, man.
How'd you manage that?
They went to the movies, and I did not go with them. It was lovely.
Is that normal behavior there? Like,
no. My wife went out with a friend.
Okay.
Another friend with some kids, and there were no husbands involved. So I thank the other husbands for not being involved.
Right. Exactly. Right.
I think the other husbands are doing the same thing you're doing.
Right.
Yeah, they were watching. I'm sure they were watching. I mean, I'm in Atlanta, so they were watching a football game.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
All right. The big game.
Oh, yeah.
Matt Ryan. My goodness.
They beat the hell out of Seattle, but yeah.
They beat the hell out of them, man.
I'm going to say that.
They beat the hell out of them, Chris. And I wouldn't expect because I was rooting for Seattle.
Yeah, I was rooting for Seattle too.
Now I'm rooting for Atlanta because from what I saw, Atlanta looked like a serious team. But I told Chris, man, is it hard to root for Atlanta? Because like I told Chris earlier, when I see the Falcons, for some reason, I never think they're going to win.
You and everybody else.
Okay.
Yeah. It was like 2 minutes ago in the game, and it was done by 20 points. I'm like, I texted them, I think the Seahawks got a shake. Right. The next thing you know, I see Devin has to return the kick, and I see a touchdown. Like, here we go.
I'm like, oh, the comeback
is on. Atlanta is all the way up. They
yeah, right.
Do what they do.
Yeah, man. I don't know. I hope they prove me wrong because I don't want. If they play Dallas, I'm rooting for Atlanta. I'll put it like that.
That's weird because like this is the first time ever I've been a Dallas fan.
Because of Dak Prescott?
Because of Romo. I don't know. I don't hate Romo, but I'm tired of the Romo experience of like the Romo was better than anybody else made them win their playoff game. Maybe one. I don't know. And so Prescott and the new team is like I like them.
Yeah,
they're winning. Like and they're winning impressively. So
I think I like Atlanta more though. I've always liked Matt Ryan.
I would never be my Ryan fan.
Yeah.
But for the first time, he came through in the playoffs. He didn't suck.
He did come through.
So now I'm like, I'm a little bored now.
Okay, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But we are on. That's for Ball. We are on here, Ball on Bulls, to talk about the beloved Chicago Bulls, the 20-21 Chicago Bulls, after beating the New Orleans Birds tonight. And though Anthony Davis still had 36-17.
Shouldn't have signed that contract.
He should not have.
He had to. I keep telling Chris.
I know he had to, but he shouldn't have done it.
He had no
He
choice.
had to.
You know,
He kept
I'm not
getting
gonna
hurt.
turn down. I'm not gonna turn down that money, even to be honest with you. But man, it'd have been nice if he'd have been able to go to an actual NBA organization. But
I promise you, if he hadn't experienced the injuries he had experienced, he wouldn't have signed that contract.
you probably
That man had been hurt. Like every year, every time he stepped on the court, he hurt something.
Hurt this year.
He hurt now, right? He's hurt this year. Like he was always hurt. I told the thing that was the reason why. He's like, and then when he saw what happened to Derrick Rose, he's like, nah. He's like, nah, I'm signing this now.
Yeah, I'm sure Derrick told him, hey, sign that check. sign your name on that check and keep it moving.
Right. Sign that film. I don't either. It's hard to blame him, man.
That's what I'm saying in Chicago, man.
Yeah, I do want to see him here.
I told this trade the whole Bulls team with Sub Butler and give him the New Orleans.
Then what will be the difference between the Pelicans then and us?
Wait, the difference is that we have Butler and we had the eyebrow.
Oh, you said trade everybody but Butler.
Yeah. Let's give him the whole team. I don't care.
Yeah.
I'll play with two people for a couple weeks.
Yeah, you're right. I feel
What's the difference for everybody else on this team? You could combine everybody on this team except for Jimmy Butler, and you might be able to get what? I don't know.
I think don't underestimate the nachos, man.
A six-pack. I get a helmet full of nachos or something like that. I
don't know, man. Get extra cheese, can I? Can I get extra chease on it?
Can I get jalapenos?
I don't know.
If I throw in a second round pick, can I get extra cheese on it?
Like you gotta get a second round pick for cheese. That's how bad.
I don't know, man. Okay? So obviously that was my first question. Are you high or low on this team? You obviously are super low on this team.
No, I wouldn't say that I'm low. I'm just meh. You know, I would have liked to have seen the Bulls try to build a team. Like, okay, I don't think Fred Hoiberg is a good coach. Like, I want to get that out of the way right now. Like, I had been on a train that they need to give him his own team that can run his game. And I still kind of believe that, but I don't think he's a good coach yet. Can he be a good coach at some point in time? Probably. But I would have liked to have seen them give him the opportunity to be a good coach. And they didn't do that by getting Rondo, by getting Dwayne Wade. And I also think they did Jimmy Butler a disservice too, because Jimmy can't play with guys that can't shoot. And you have two guys on the court. Like at first you had one guy in Derrick Rose who couldn't shoot, which is okay because Derrick could get to the rim. He could do some other things. But now you put him with Rondo who can't do anything. Like he's terrible. And everybody knew he was terrible the moment the Bulls got him. And you give him Dwayne Wade who needs the ball to be effective and is old. So I'm not down on him. I just don't like this is the first year in a very, very long time that I just don't care. It's hard to watch them. And like they win and I'm like, okay, and they lose and I'm like, yeah, okay. I'm not. They can go either way. It's cool.
So basically, their record reflects how you feel.
Yeah, their record reflects my fandom right now.
Okay.
But whatever you do is cool. I'm not gonna go like, okay, they beat Cleveland, and everyone was like going crazy, like, yeah, they beat Cleveland. I'm just like, yeah, okay. They always beat good teams. they always beat good teams. They're gonna lose to Sacramento or. They're going to lose to 76ers or something like that. And
Lakers.
I can't get up for that. Or the Lakers. I just can't get up for a team that's going to do those types of things. I do want to see them get better, though. That would be great. But
yeah, but wasn't this like the first time in a few years where you went into the season and the Bulls didn't have like really any grand expectations? Like, because last year you had Rose. It's sort of like, well, we can't make noise. Maybe there's a future, the Bulls. But this is like the first year, right, that, it doesn't matter really, right?
In a very long time.
Yeah.
Well, I guess those years where Derrick got hurt, but he got hurt, so I don't even really count those years. Mm-hmm. But now, like they got Dwayne Wade, and everyone was like, "Well, they got Wade," and I'm like, "Yeah, but he's like 90." Like I'm not trying to poo-poo getting Wade because I think it was a really big thing for them to get him. Like, because Wade was one of the people he was championing the Chicago Bulls don't take care of their guys thing. Like he was the big guy saying that. So getting him kind of puts, like maybe that's not the case anymore. So it was a big deal to get him, but I knew that getting Wade wasn't going to change anything. They lost a lot of talent. Like even though I wasn't a big Pau Gasol fan, he's a talented basketball player, and you lost the talented guy, and then you lose Derrick Rose, and you replace him with fucking Rajon Rondo. Rajon Rondo.
Okay, I need to stop you on the hate of the Rajon Rondo, sir, because I like Rajon Rondo. I've always liked Rajon Rondo.
I like the person Rajon Rondo. I think he's hilarious.
The basketball player Rajon Rondo is a
like
good ball player, sir.
You like that guy.
This year, I'm not saying he's balling out of control this year. I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying Rajon Rondo's always been a good point guard, and when they signed him, I was like, I didn't see how he hurt the team. I really didn't. I thought he could really help the team because you got a guy who last year alone led the league in assists.
Well, here's the issue. You thought, and the Bulls organization thought that the Bulls had shooters on the team. It turned out they don't have shooters on the team.
They don't have any. They don't have any.
That does expose Rondo when you don't have any shooters. But like you said, it's the same thing for Jimmy Butler. Like when you don't have shooter on the team, you know, other aspects of those, their worst aspects of their game get exposed. And the worst aspect of Rondo's game is shooting, and now one-on-one defense. And the worst
can't play defense.
Yes, and now the worst aspect of Jimmy Butler game, which he got better at, was shooting. I thought Jimmy aspect of his game was shooting, and he. Again, Jimmy Butler has proven me wrong every single year. Every time I tell him he can't do something,
that ain't him coming up to the shadow and stepping up.
He just steps up and does it. So, but Jimmy Butler's been great. So let's talk about Jimmy. So let's put something good on here because Jimmy Butler's been awesome, man. Has he been a big surprise to you this year? Like, are you shocked watching the progression that he has made or the leap he has made every single year?
I have, because I remember I was in a Facebook group. And these guys, this is like Jimmy's second year. And they like Jimmy Butler is his team, like in the second year. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like Jimmy Butler, like, okay, whatever. Like, I think he's gonna be good. Like he's gonna be like Lou Aldang. But I mean, obviously he's much better than Lou Aldang ever was, right?
Yes.
It's a huge surprise to see Jimmy Butler be like this. I don't think even the Bulls organization thought that when they drafted Jimmy Butler, this is what he was gonna be. This is a testament to his hard work and dedication to his craft. Like I love watching them. Like if you listen to our podcast, everybody on my podcast hates Jimmy Butler. Like they just hate him. And I'm like the voice of reason. I'm like, Jimmy, he's not that bad. Like he's really good. I know you don't like you're not a big like Jimmy Butler fan, but Jimmy's like I like watching him play more often than not. But yeah, watching him do what he's doing now, perennial all-star. Like he's gonna be an all-star for a very, very long time to come, right? And it's enjoyable, and I am definitely surprised that this is the player that he became, because when he came here initially, I didn't see this.
Yeah, when he first got here and started, I mean, on our old podcast, Chris and I, you can just follow his progression by listening to us talk about him. Because when he first started, we were like, oh yeah, Jimmy Butler's gonna, he's gonna be a solid basketball player, gets you about 15, peak out at about 15 points a game, and then he's gonna be cool and play solid defense. He's gonna be a piece. It was like he'd be a nice piece on a team that can contend. And then the next year, when Stacey King started calling Jimmy Buckets, we were like, well, he's more like Jimmy Whistles, because say he gets foul calls. We don't know about Buck. We were like, you got to be able to shoot to be called Jimmy Buckets. You got to be able to shoot. And then he starts shooting, and then we were like, well, it's not like he could average like 20 something a game, because you got to average like 20 something a game to be that dude. You know what I'm saying? And then he drops 20 a game, and they were like, well, you got to make an all-star team at least. You know what I'm saying? Like you talking about superstar or next level up here. You got to do that. And then he does that, and then he wins the most improved player, and on and on and on and on and on. And so when I hear, I'm through doubting him. Like when people want to call him a superstar and all these things, I don't believe it. I don't doubt it anymore, though. I'm just not going to sit here and say Jimmy's not going to be one.
Yeah, I'm not going to say he's not going to be one. He isn't now, obviously, but who knows what he can do. I mean, he continues to work. One of the things I did want to say, you called him Jimmy Whistles, and I thought that was hilarious, because I remember you guys follow HP, Hardwood Paroxysm, Matt Moore. Do you guys follow him?
No, I don't think so.
He does CBS's basketball thing. He's a fucking pretentious asshole. But I remember like a while ago, I was telling him.
This is why
I was telling him, I was like, man, Jimmy Butler really draws like fouls better than anybody that's not called James Harden. And he just like, all over my opinion, like, no, that's a terrible decision. I wish I could I would have recorded or saved that tweet And I could go back and tell him, like, look, you asshole. Now what? Now what? Like Jimmy Butler is like, I guess because I was talking to my brother, and I guess it's like this generation of basketball players are just all full of shit because everybody is attempting to draw a foul call, and nobody seems like they're ever attempting to score a basket. And Jimmy does that better than anybody that's not named James Harden. Like,
it's true.
More often than not, you'll see Jimmy going to the basket. And I'm like, I know good and goddamn well he was not trying to get a basket there. He literally just ran in there and jumped into somebody and arms back. And that's awesome. I wish Derek had a little bit more of that in his game.
Oh boy,
Derek doesn't know how to do it. He just does not know how to deceive anybody.
Yeah,
he just wants to score.
Any walk of life, he doesn't know how.
And that was a loaded kind of statement right there. Both basketball related and non-basketball related. Yeah, it's like he never knew how to like have a game like that where he was what's the term for it? Gamesmanship or something. Well, that's not the right term, but
draw fouls. Basically.
Yeah, he didn't know how to do it. And even all the cases where he'll yell for a foul, and like he didn't really get fouled.
No, every time you'll see Derek get smacked in the face.
Yeah, but he doesn't know how to sell the foul.
Like he doesn't know. I don't know what else. He just throws his arms up and say, "Hey, man, you still a foul."
Like, he just stole off me. Like are you going to call the foul right here?
My man just snuffed me, dog. Like he's holding my chain in his hand. Like you know what I mean?
That's Chicago, man. Like that's that Chicago one. Like you go to the basket in Chicago, you can't call a foul on the playground. Ain't no fouls. You got to figure out a way to play through that. And he, for better or worse, he figured out a way to play through it and
destroyed his body.
Yeah.
I put out a tweet that Derrick Rose is the top 10 player, best top 10 of all time to watch in slow motion, take a shot.
Yeah.
Like it is so wonderful to look at him in slow motion. So many angles and twitches and motions. It's just wonderful to look at.
Now I want to switch a little bit to another player who I'm kind of becoming totally fed up with, and it's not Nico Mirotic.
Now this is a big statement right here, Dave. Let me preface this. Dave is a huge fan of this player. I cannot say anything bad about this dude for years. And he made a statement I know where I'm done with him. I was like, what the hell?
Because for years, like I say, I like giving people time. You know what I'm saying? I don't like making judgments early. Like, of course, there are exceptions to the rule. You will see somebody and you'll be like, okay, I know what this person is going to be. Like when Chris and I saw Luol Deng, we knew what he was going to be. And we were like, okay, that's what he is.
What's the whole point with that?
Oh, man, we high five on that, bro. We called that dude. We called
his career in his first 5 minutes of his career.
Straight from the first 5 minutes seeing this dude, we were like, yeah, we know what this is. we know what it is. 2 All-Star games max. We were like, max 2 All-Star games. He gonna, but he's exactly what we thought he would be. But I have to say this, and it kind of pains me to say it. Well, actually, it doesn't. But I gotta say it. I'm done with Doug McDermott.
I knew you were going with Doug.
I'm done. All right. I'm just done. It's just so frustrating watching him play basketball. It makes me mad because I know what he's supposed to be, but I don't think he knows what he wants to be. Like the Bulls want to call him their third primary scorer. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now, to be a third primary scorer, you got to, create your own shot. You know what I'm saying? Do certain things, you're going to have to average, 15, 18 a game. You know what I'm saying? There have been times I watched Doug McDermott play basketball, and I don't think he knows how to play basketball.
Every game is like 2 shots where you go like, that's like my little cousin trying to play basketball.
Right. It's like, what are you doing? And when it's on him to score, like when Jimmy ain't got it, when D Wade is cramping up, you know what I'm saying? Or the Ben Gay ain't kicked in, you be like, okay, we're gonna get Doug in here. Okay, get Doug in there, Clang City. You know what I'm saying? And then he can't play defense at all.
No,
the man makes Shaq and a fool playing defense. You know what I'm saying? Like the man tripped himself. He tripped himself playing defense. But I tell you, Dre, what did it for me was the New York Knicks game. Was the fact that your third leading scorer couldn't start. Over Paul. He had to save us all. Zipser. He couldn't start. over Paul save us all.
I like what he said in the post game. It was Kenny Gill said Hoiberg said he needed somebody with size and and size and weight and he's like McDermott weighs more than Zimser and is taller than Zimser.
Taller than him. Just say
he's taller than him.
Can't play
he didn't play him at all.
Go ahead, Dre. Go ahead.
He could just say, yeah, he just can't play any defense, and we just don't want him to be. We just don't want him doing this. We don't want him out there.
Yeah.
It's Carmelo Anthony, because that's basically what it boiled down to. They couldn't find anybody that Doug could actually guard, and that's just.
If only Steve Kerr was still playing in this NBA.
I'm not right now.
Steve Kerr will cross you once a year. He'll cross you once a year. Yeah, one.
Hey, Steve Kerr could actually. Back in the day, Steve Kerr had up back in the day.
He had a reverse in him every once in a while.
Yeah, he did.
He could actually, stay in front of John Stockton.
That's because Pippen's shadows behind him.
Well, yeah, Scotty makes the game easy. I'm not going to take that away. Scotty makes it easy, but he could stay in front. He didn't embarrass himself.
Yeah, I agree.
McDermott embarrasses himself when I watch him on.
He falls down all the time, rolls on his back.
You don't know what he's doing.
Like how you fall down? You okay, man? You get up.
Look, you want to know what my biggest issue with Doug is? Is that he just doesn't shoot. He just doesn't shoot. Like,
he doesn't take the shot.
If I could shoot like Doug McDermott, I would be shooting every time I touch the ball. The coach would like, hey, man, hey, chill out. Like, okay, we get it. You can shoot. Can you please stop now? Because you're doing too much. That's what a coach would have to tell me. Doug McDermott is probably a top 3 or 4 shooter in the NBA.
Are you sure? The last couple of games.
No, could be. No,
he could be if he actually shot the ball. Like, I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt now because he had 2 concussions back to back, and
very true.
His brain was rattled. Okay, I'm gonna give
you
literally rattled. Yes,
but he's getting to the point where I'm with you. I don't want to call him a bust quite yet, but he's getting to that point where he's getting to bust status. It's like, you have to start shooting. There's no way in the world. If Nico can find a way to get XYZ shots, so can you.
Yes.
Do something about it.
When you're starting Paul Zipser, and when Paul Zipser leads the team in minutes over you, they traded 2 picks for you.
They traded 2 picks for him.
For you, bro. You were supposed to be the future. You're supposed to be the one. You're supposed to be the chosen one.
Yeah, show no signs of like getting better. Like, it's like, normally you see little things in someone's game.
Yeah.
The only thing he's added is that little teardrop. But that teardrop is like so corny sometimes. Like, what are you doing? That little teardrop.
Like, I'm supposed to, like, when you're on the floor, like, you're supposed to take over a certain waves. You know what I'm saying? Certain things are supposed to still be moving along. I understand the defense end. I'm not even talking about the defensive end. I'm talking about what you're known for is scoring. And you can't do that.
What upsets me more, Dre, is that I'm spoiled in Chicago because like we're used to saying like when Steve Kerr was open and Paxson was open, they never missed the shot.
Our short white guys could score the basket.
Never missed. When Kerr was open, I closed my eyes and I knew it was money. When Kerr was, I was like, this is money. 2 points.
He's right.
2 points. I ain't got to worry about a damn thing.
He said the short white guy's going to score.
When McDermott gets the ball, he's open. He breaks it.
Yeah.
Like, I grew up when Martin Price was open. That shot when John Hornacek was open. Hornacek never missed an open jump shot. Never.
Listen, I can bring it to today. Kyle Korver's not missing that shot.
He's not missing an open jump shot.
Kyle Korver's not missing.
You open in the corner, you're not missing that. Not supposed to miss that shot.
Wide open.
You get paid to make that shot.
That's what you do, man. Even Mike Dunleavy hit soul crushing joints.
Yeah, Mike Dunleavy used to like. I was mad when he messed up his back, especially messing his back up while playing with the Bulls because our health staff is pretty bad, so they probably ruin him. They probably ruin him. But he would hit shots. He'd go through his little stretches where he couldn't hit anything, but it's like Doug McDermott's entire career has been a stretch where he can't hit anything. Right. Like madly depressing, especially when you consider we could have had Gary Harris and
Gary Harris,
any number of people we could have had instead of him. The other guy, Joe.
They got a nice guy without pick too, man. I know he wasn't Jordan number. Yeah, man. Hey, he can play. That dude can play, man.
I mean, both of them can play.
I just want. Yes, because they got that heart, man. I just wanted him to. I thought he was going to be some semblance of Kyle Korver. Like I didn't want him to be great defensively.
Kyle Korver.
I just need him to be serviceable defensively.
Kyle Korver has a venom in his eye.
Yeah, Kyle Korver
I'm
out to kill you.
Anything.
Yeah, Kyle Korver's out to hurt your feelings.
He is.
I thought he had the potential to be better than Kyle Korver. To be honest,
me too. Yes. Kyle Korver did too. Kyle Korver's
athletic. Like he's an athletic basketball player. He could dunk. He could actually get his own shot if he tried to do these things. He could post up a little bit. Like Doug got game, man. Like they. But also maybe the thing that happened is like him being bad at basketball also coincided with Jimmy not playing for a couple games.
Okay.
So maybe we can attribute it to that as well. He can't be the focal point, and he needed someone else. And obviously D Wade wasn't playing. He ain't played well in a while actually. But I guess he played well tonight. But he hadn't played well for a while.
He played well tonight.
But maybe that's what it was, man. I'm not ready to give up on Doug like I was with Nico.
Those shots in New York, man, he's supposed to hit those shots. I'm like, that's your shot. That's the soul-crushing three. Off a steal, a rebound, a block shot, you open three, get to my three-point guy in the corner, boom, here you go.
I'm talking about when the Bulls.
Give me the timeout three-point shot.
Yep, that Bulls that made that run, they have scored the last 5 points. They get the steal, 3-on-1 break, kick it over to Doug in the corner. Oh, here come your timeout. 3-pointer right here. Clang! Clang, clang, clang.
Clank, clank, clank.
Clankety, clank, clank. Clankety, clank, clank. Every damn time, bro. Every time. I mean, I'll be out my seat.
Oh, yeah, there it is.
Touching the shoulders. Like, give him a 20. Here it come. Clang. Oh, man. And then we don't get the rebound. They get the board, go down, and one. Change the whole
game's over. Momentum is gone.
It's over. Momentum is out of there, man. And just one of the worst defenders I've ever seen in my life. I mean, he's just horrid defensively.
He just falls down a lot.
I just need him to find one good thing to do on defense. Listen, Kyle Korver said, you know what? I'm gonna be good at coming off screens on defense. You're not gonna be able to screen me. I'm gonna use my size. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna be able to go past me. I'm just gonna use the fact that I'm tall.
Yep. That's all he did because he couldn't move, and he was really good at knowing where he should be. Doug doesn't have any idea of where he should be on defense, which is crazy because everybody else knows where they should be. So if all the other 4 guys are in this position, why don't you know you should be in that one? Like I don't understand why you don't understand that yet.
And what also hurts is the fact your coach is your boy. That's your homeboy. Y'all came up together. He done came up with you. He saw you as a kid. He the reason you were here. They were like, you're one of the reasons Fred Hoiberg came here was because you were here. It was like, oh, man, that's your guy? Oh, man, come on in here, man. This is going to be smooth. When I found that, I was like, oh, man, okay, this will be great. He got his homie, you know what I'm saying, over here coaching him, a guy he knows how to put him in a situation to succeed and do something. Clang! Clang, clang, clang.
Maybe there is no place to put Doug in a position that he can succeed yet. But you know what's going to happen, though?
What's that?
Doug is going to go to another team, and Doug is going to be great.
And he's going to figure it out, yep. He's going to figure it out. He's like, oh, so I'll just move that way and do it? Oh, okay, fine. All right.
I could do that.
All right, cool. No problem. Is it pressure? Why was I thinking about the Spurs the whole time you were saying that, too? I was like, he gonna go to straight.
He got to be able to run. Well, not really. Pau Gasol's on the team.
So he's gonna find you. Look at Marco Bellinelli.
Bellinelli was a baller though.
That's true. He was.
Bellinelli was like Scotty. He was forced to play point guard.
He was.
He played a position. But it was like I was underpaid. Yeah. on his Bulls roster, I'm doing everything.
He did.
That's everything for the Bulls.
That's very true. But something happened when he went to the Spurs. It was a different level for Bellinelli when he went to the Spurs.
Oh, yeah, he know that, yeah.
It was like, oh, this is what greatness feels like. Oh, I like this.
I actually just do 2 things well on the team, and that's it.
Right. Okay. Nothing else? That's all I need to do?
I ain't got to play center and point guard at the same time.
Starting at center guard. Marco Bellinelli. Bellinelli is going to jump it off at the tip. What?
Michael did his thing with the Bulls, man. I like Michael.
But yeah,
I really wanted them to keep him. I really did.
Yeah.
But he didn't want to stay though. That's the problem.
And I don't blame him. He was like, dude, I'm tired.
They did not. They quote unquote did not have enough money to keep him.
He didn't have enough legs. He's like, dude, I'm playing positions I never played in my life.
No, at the point.
Melly at the forward.
That's the self.
I'm here guarding DeMarcus Cousins. I ain't out here for this shit.
Right. What the hell are you gonna do?
You better get Nate Robinson to guard him.
He's like, well, you're tall, ain't you, Marco? Whoa, get out there. Give him something. And that's the fourth foul on Marco in the last 2 minutes. Boy, it looks like DeMarcus Cousins having a career game now. But man, dude, like Doug he's just so frustrating, and it's more frustrating than Nico to me.
I'm gonna ask you, like, how you feel about Nico?
It's way more frustrating than Nico, because Nico I knew coming in was a project, and Nico I'm like, okay, I know, because you know what Nico was when we saw him coming in. You're like, okay, he's gonna get better. He's gonna have to build up to get to a level to where we think he can do something and take over the team. And of course, he hasn't. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just
he has not.
He has not. And I'm just hard on him. But Nico ain't scared. Nico will take that shot. Nico will shoot from half court. Yeah. Like he said, Nico's gonna find a way to score. I've seen Nico do things to help this team win on the defensive end.
He had a stretch in the fourth quarter last year where he was like, I'm taking the shot.
I'm taking this. It's my game. Right. I watched him on the defensive end. You know what I'm saying? Block LeBron James, for God's sake. I watched this man realize I'm 7 feet tall. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I can't, he's not a great defender, but he understands he's tall. And he's like, I can just do this. And I watched him get better defensively. I ain't watched Doug do.
Doug had a little bit of Nico's mentality. And it'd be great if Nico had a little bit of Doug's. Like, you know what? Calm down a little bit. You are doing the most right now, and we need you to do the least.
So I can shoot from half court to me.
If I see him flop instead of actually trying to score a basket again.
Oh my God.
Was it New York? Was it the one against New York?
Oh my
where
God.
He jumped all the way into the player, jumped past him, and they called an offensive foul on him for doing that dumb instead of just taking a shot. Like, I'm so tired of seeing that from Nico. I've had enough of that.
But see, and that's the other thing Doug's starting to pick up watching Nico is Doug is starting to kick his leg out and try to get those fouls out.
All the time.
I'm watching him starting to. He's doing it more this year.
Stacey King even called us. Stacey King was like, "What do you keep doing that for?"
He's not going for a shot.
This is the game-winning shot in New York in the fourth quarter, and you're trying to get fouled.
Right. Shoot the bow. Put the bow in the basket. That's what your job is. That's the draw foul.
Damn job.
No, damn. Your job. That's on your resume. What do you do? I put the bow in the basket. That's on your resume. I shoot the bow. That's it. Nico, like, look, you're right. Because Nico will just be like, fine, I'll take these shots.
No, Nico. No.
No, Nico. No. Don't cross it over, Nico. No, don't put it behind your back, Nico. No, no, look past from half court, Nico. No.
Nico shoot. Nico shoot.
Fricola. I am great. But see, I like that, and I don't. But you're right. I like that, and I don't like that about Nico. But Doug doesn't have any of that. You know, I want him to have more of that. Of course, it's a rhythm thing when you shoot. Of course, it's a confidence thing. And when Doug is hitting him, he's confident. But if for some reason it's few and far between.
I think Doug was in college. Now, I watched some stuff in college. I think he's just so used to being just a little stronger than everyone else in college.
Okay.
And in the NBA, he just can't bully anybody, really.
He can't. He was the man in college.
He just can't. He can't do what he did in college. Post up sometimes and knock dudes around and shoot shots.
But he can. He just ain't got the heart to do that. Listen, man, I'm not going to compare him to Larry Bird. The only reason I'm bringing this up is because Larry Bird, the way he played in college was the same way he played in the pros. He was still out there to bully foot dudes, man. Larry Bird, 6'9", Larry Bird, understand, Doug is 6'8".
You're right.
Doug ain't short. He's bigger than Larry Bird.
Larry was a dog, though, man.
Larry was a listen. Larry get you 15 rebounds.
Yes, he would. Oh, why would you go Larry Bird? This is
I'm just saying. Yeah, I'm not saying this to go into Larry Bird's greatness. I'm saying that Larry Bird had a heart and a mentality in his head that I am the man, and I'm still gonna go in here and bang.
Right.
I just want him to have a mindset of I can't be stopped. Right. You know, because I'm Doug freaking McDermott. I'm Dougie Fresh.
Right.
I can get up in here
in the NBA. You need to have that type of confidence, and he used to have it in college, and he does not have that type of confidence in himself right now. And I agree with you. That's part of the problem. He doesn't believe in himself.
Yeah.
And is that I don't know if it's the coach's problem or the coach's fault. I'm not sure what it is. I don't know how you get that back when you lose it. How do you get it back?
Get a fresh haircut, I guess.
When you know what, my dude Boris, he a friend of the According to Sources family, and he said, man, whenever Doug get a fresh cut, he just balls out. I'm like, you know what? You're right every time.
The fade be so tight, dog.
Dub say that too. Dub said that all the time. When we see the fresh fade on him, we got excited.
That fade be tight.
We be like, oh, Dub got the fade.
He is going for 20. Easy.
He about to be on point.
I'm gonna dunk on somebody tonight.
Right. I need him to ball out. But yeah, as of right now, I'm done with W.
Okay, let me ask you this. How do you feel about Bobby Portis?
Sure.
Bobby needs to know how to get open. I thought about it. I thought, well, you go ahead.
I was much higher on Portis than anyone.
Yeah, you were. I thought he'd be better, obviously, but I think I just thought about it. I think he does not know how to get open in offense. I think he thinks like he needs to do stuff on his own to get a shot. I think he needs to learn how to play with the ball better and get open. That's what he needs to do. But Bobby is lost.
That is one.
He's big.
It's like he doesn't see the whole court. Like he kind of get the fact that he gets the ball and he doesn't know how to play with the other. Like he doesn't know what's going on the court, so he just does one thing. I think he needs to learn how to be a guy to play about the ball a little better.
Okay.
Instead of trying, I think he wants to be the guy to shoot in the corner and shoot threes and
play basketball. I thought that was.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna put it that way. I'm gonna put it that way.
I swear that's what I thought.
You talking about the summer league? One of the first all-star summer league players. He was first team.
He was.
The man was the man in the summer league. 2 years straight. Balled out.
That just aren't ever going to be in the NBA though. So he should have bust their ass. But I don't think Bobby knows how to play basketball.
That's what I'm saying. Like he doesn't see the court. He doesn't. You can kind of feel it in him. Like he doesn't know what's going on. Like he sees it, but he doesn't know how everything works, so to speak. He doesn't know how to play off it. No, that's him as a player. He just doesn't.
But shouldn't the coach be trying to get you the way you need to be?
I agree with that. I think the coach probably say, "Hey, Bobby, why don't you cut to the basket a little more and do things off the ball, play like Lopez a little more. Stop thinking that you're going to be right."
Get between your man.
If he's open for the three, what you want him to do? He's open for the three. He gonna shoot the foul.
He need to realize he's open for a reason and stop shooting so much. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Like I think
I was high.
Okay,
go ahead, bro.
Understandable. But one of the things with Bobby is just like he's so unathletic, man. Like he is incredibly
Call him Bobby No Hops.
Unathletic, and I'm just trying to figure out what are the Bulls talent, like the trainers, the staff, what are they seeing in some of these players that they're going and get? Like the league is going towards guys that can run fast and shoot the three. The Bulls,
the league, is this a new thing? Is this a new thing to draft the athlete?
The league's going for that since the 60s.
I mean, really athletic guys, fast jump, shoot. 3-and-D guys. The Bulls are going in the complete opposite direction. We're going to get guys that can't jump and can't shoot. Then we're going to see what happens. Well, 20 and 21, what happens?
I think John Paxson got home and sat and watched Hoosiers one night. It was like, you know what? That's what we need to be doing.
Are you saying there's a Valentine is not an athlete?
I think that if me and Denzel Valentine had a foot race, I could beat him right now. Like I'm almost certain that I can beat him.
Like if I stretch, give me 2 weeks. Let me get right
together, and I think I
right. You know what I'm saying? I'm killing him in the dash. I hurt his feelings.
And like that's a problem. Man. That is a huge problem with the team. Like that's why when we play the Milwaukee Bucks, we just get obliterated.
Oh,
like, it's not even.
It's amazing that. I'm glad you brought that point up because it's so obvious. Like it hurts my feelings when I see Valentine go for a layup and he can't jump and he shoots an air ball finger roll. Like, and it's like you can't do that because you can't. You're not fast and you can't jump. It's like, okay, so you can't do that. Bobby Portis can't do that. Nico can't do that. Like, so you have on the team at one point in the game, you have 4 players who cannot run and jump.
They can't do
and who literally are scared to shoot layups. They literally don't want to go to the rim. As you see, Nico just throw the ball in the air.
He about to blast my shit. I'm out of here.
Valentine goes in there with his eyes closed on the fast break. Closes his eyes and just jumps way earlier than he can jump. Get 2 inches off the ground and makes a layup.
And I like Valentine. I like him. I think
they're all on the point at one point.
I think he's gonna be a good.
But he's not an athlete.
But he's not an athlete.
I like him too. I like his confidence. I like all that stuff about him. But we're talking athletes. He is not one of them. He is not in the category. And they don't have any, man. Like it's true. They have no athletes.
I hate the bullshit. God, man. Like this is why I was saying like that I'm just like done, man. I'm just done. I'm so
That's
done.
why they got the way. You got the way so you can just watch the games at least.
Yes.
I'm not even doing that though. Like I'm not even watching the games. I'm just so done. Like there's nothing about this team that makes me go, oh man, I really want to watch the Bulls play tonight. And I used to want to watch them all the time. And I just don't anymore. There's nothing about this team that's exciting. And I understand everybody's like, Jimmy is so awesome. I'm like, yeah, well, whatever. Like Jimmy is so awesome. Like Jimmy is so great that we're 20 and 21. Oh my God. I can't great. We're 20 and 21 with Jimmy. Like everybody, if you go to all of these Bulls bloggers, all they do is talk about Jimmy this, Jimmy that. Jimmy is so great. We're 20 and 21. How fucking great can he be?
He was great last year too. We missed the playoffs.
He was great last year and we missed the damn playoffs. So maybe Jimmy is one of those guys that's like, yeah, he's going to put up a whole bunch of numbers. But your team isn't going to be that great.
Well, so you're bringing up the point. So let's segue into the final point I wanted to bring up was you kind of touched on it. Reading some blogs here that are starting to drink the Jim Jones Kool-Aid and say that Jimmy Butler and started to say that, Jimmy Butler is having a better year than Derrick Rose. Basically saying Jimmy Butler is the best. I've seen one that says Jimmy Butler is the best Bull since Jordan.
What blog is this?
It's a few. I've seen a few. I've seen Blogger Bull say it.
Yeah, they trash.
I've seen SB Nation say it.
My head hurts now. My heart and head hurt. Like these people exist.
Yeah.
Like they are these. They give bloggers a bad name.
Yeah. What bothers me? Well, both of them really bother me.
Really?
Both of them really, really bother me. But the Derrick Rose one is just extreme. It's like you weren't watching basketball.
Butler, here's the point.
For years.
Butler has not done anything that I had not seen done.
Not done.
Rose on the court does something you haven't seen.
Yeah.
All the time. Because he's special.
It's why he won MVP.
Right.
Oh my God. It was why he was the number 1 pick in the draft. We talked about this on the Corner Sources podcast.
Oh, okay.
Jimmy, come on, I'm not gonna cut you guys off because it's so.
No, go ahead. Get it out. You sound like you about to bust a blood vessel. Go get that out, bro.
All right.
There's a reason why Jimmy was picked where he was picked. He has short arms. He's not all that big, and he's not very athletic. Being the most athletic player on the Chicago Bulls team is like what? Congratulations. You're still not that goddamn athletic. If he was the same age as Giannis Antetokounmpo is right now, doing the exact same things that Jimmy is doing right now at that age, do you think Milwaukee would make that trade head up for Jimmy Butler for Giannis if they were the same age? Hell no. You want to know why? Because Giannis is athletic, he's fast, and he's long. Jimmy is none of that shit. He's none of it.
Better.
And he's better.
It is.
He is special. The same thing applies to Derrick Rose. Derrick Rose was the #1 pick in the draft for a reason. Him getting hurt has nothing to do with what's going on now. Yeah. Derrick Rose, the goddamn MVP of the league. Jimmy Butler ain't gonna never get close to that shit. And no matter how loud the weak ass United Center crowd want to scream MVP for him. That's garbage. People are just mad at Derrick Rose because he didn't come back and play basketball when his body didn't feel right to him. That's why they're saying it's garbage. And if you look at all of the people that are saying it, this is the same people that was loving Derrick Rose when he was winning games for the Chicago Bulls and going to the Eastern Conference Finals. They're still just mad. Get over it. He doesn't play here anymore. Throwing shots at Derrick Rose isn't going to change the fact that Jimmy Butler isn't better than him. It never will be.
Never will be.
There's no time at all in NBA this year where you'll say Jimmy Butler is the best player in the NBA.
Ever.
Ever. Is he in top 5 now?
He's top 15, I think.
Yeah,
I think you can argue him for 15. Yeah, you can argue him for top 15.
I can give you 10 quick. That
I think. Real smooth, real fast. But listening to people say this is for me, when you say this, you don't watch basketball. Because like you just said, Derrick Rose is special. Like you said, did things you had never seen done on the court before. The youngest MVP in league history. They don't just hand those out. They don't just, and not even that, in the middle of a LeBron run.
Right.
Okay? This is in the middle of LeBron greatness. His greatness was interrupted by a dude who was a 6'3" point guard.
So you're telling me Jim Butler right now is going to steal the MVP award for LeBron James this year?
He won't steal it from Russell. He won't steal it from Harden. He won't steal it from none of them. He won't steal it. Nobody is sitting there watching him like, you know what?
I gotta worry about this Jimmy Butler. I gotta worry about this Jimmy Butler.
Right.
James Harden every night is going out, not thinking about Westbrook. He's going out thinking about Jimmy Butler.
You guys see what Jimmy out there doing? Shit, I don't.
Right.
Nobody.
Because people, I'm looking at these numbers. People want to compare the numbers here. Butler, what's he averaging? Right, 25.6, 6 rebounds, 4 assists. When Rose won, he was averaging 25, 4, and 7. Which is stupid to average at the age of 22 when you're a point guard, by the way.
And he was winning, and the best player on the team, and the best player in the league.
Yes, best player in the league on the best team in the league.
He was special.
Special.
He was the fastest player. You think
you never saw that.
People that all the time, man. If you thought that you think Russell is doing, if you could see what Derrick was doing back then, man, it would make your eyes pop out of your head.
He was dunking on Miami game. He was dunking on dudes in Miami.
Yes, he was. That dunk. Oh, that was so mean.
He was must-watch TV.
Derrick Rose.
He was special. That's what special is. Rose, you see something you never saw before. That's what it is.
As you said about Michael Jordan, Chris, how he came into the league as Michael Jordan.
Right.
Derrick Rose came into the league as Derrick Rose. Jimmy Butler had to grow into Jimmy Butler. They had to give him an award. They gave him an award to say, you know what? You're getting better.
They gave him an award to say, you're Jimmy Butler now.
You know what, Jimmy? You're doing good.
You're Jimmy now. Hey.
You know what? My man, brother, you done stepped your game up. When Derrick stepped his game up, they gave him an MVP trophy. when Derrick Rose stepped it up, he was the best player in the league.
I don't care what nobody says.
You have to make an all NBA team first, okay? Jimmy Butler's never made an all-NBA team. He's made an all-NBA defensive second team 3 times. He needs to make an all-NBA team. We're talking about Derrick Rose. I need people to understand who we're talking about.
That's like
rookie of the year.
That's like saying, well, I'd rather have Jimmy Butler on the team than Scotty because he has more points than Scotty.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. He's having a better year than Scotty's when he finished 3rd. If you're looking at those numbers, then look at the point totals.
I also had a better season than Isaiah Thomas because Isaiah Thomas.
Come on, man.
Yeah,
Oh, great job. Bravo.
And the Bulls are 20-21.
Great job. Stop it. Stop it. You foolish people. Stop it. He is not better.
I'm telling you, it all comes back to people just being really, really disappointed and upset at him. The city itself was just upset at him for whatever reason.
Yes.
Like, I don't know why. I didn't really care. Like, I understood the reasoning. He didn't feel comfortable. Okay, I understand that.
He wasn't
ready
to
get that. That's because people look at athletes like their property. And if you don't do what I tell you you're supposed to do, then I'm mad at you and I'm going to talk about you. That's what it boils down to. They think Derek, he wasn't like, he was their property. That's what it was.
Yeah, he wasn't in that gym busting. They like the hump busters, you know what I'm saying, in Chicago. You know, that's why Kirk Heinrich was so big.
We can't go one episode. I mentioned Kirk Heinrich.
That's why these people are so big. Because, you know, they like the hump busters. You know what I'm saying? The guys who work hard. The Jimmy Butler's the try hard, work hard. See, you work hard and look what you become. He didn't come in with God-given talent like Derrick Rose did. Jimmy Butler worked to be where he was. You know what I'm saying? Which is why I don't know why they don't love Scottie Pippen more, because that's what Scottie Pippen did. Scottie Pippen didn't come in as Scottie Pippen. Scottie Pippen built himself into a machine. Okay? He built himself into a freaking machine.
Defensive monster. The best player I've ever seen in my life.
In my life.
Thank you. I'm a big Pippen. My favorite player. So.
Yes. In life.
Player. Definitely my favorite player of all time.
You need to get off the show then.
Oh my God, I think we all just became best friends. I think that's just what happened. I just watched it happen in front of me.
I had a pair of I haven't had a pair of Jordans. Like I don't want Jordan shoes. Y'all can give me some Scotties. When Scotty started getting his shoes.
And I have a pair of Scotties, matter of fact. I had the black one with the white sole. But the
horrible actor, by the way.
Oh, yeah, but I remember growing up. I like talking. I like a conversation before I watch the Michael Jordan Scottie Pippen conversation because I can talk about.
We can do that for 2 hours.
Yeah, but like Jordan. I love. Of course, everybody loves Jordan.
Yeah.
But man, I love Scottie. I remember Bill Wellington. I'll never forget Bill Wellington said something. Bill Wellington said on the radio. At one point, he said he'd rather play with Scottie Pippen in his prime than Michael Jordan. He said because Scottie Pippen got me better and made me better than anybody else around him better.
Yep,
that's Bill Wellington saying. Now,
that's nice to say.
I wouldn't do that.
Yeah, I wouldn't
do it. But I think he said something else. He was like, it wasn't him actually. It was Steve Kerr. He was like, the best thing about Scottie is that he knew when you didn't get a shot. He knew when you needed a shot, and like you never had to say anything to him. He just knew, like, okay, on this possession, we're gonna get you a shot because I know you need one. And he just go out there and get guys shots. He's like, that's the stuff that he's like, that's things that I like. Point guards I played with didn't even do stuff like that, and he just did it because that's just who he was. That's just who Scottie was. He just knew, I need to get this guy open. I need to make sure that he feels good about himself. And I just like, man, that like those are the things that I loved about Scottie. Like that's what made me want to. That's the reason why when I actually played basketball, that was the reason why I played the way I played. Like, okay, this dude, I'm gonna try to get this guy open. I'm gonna try to get him a shot.
That's my game. What are you doing?
I mean, I just wish you could see Chris's face over here, like a tear. Like you're describing everything he said. Like this is exactly this is Chris.
Yeah, I definitely padding my game out there. If anybody like, I don't play basketball anymore because I did the Kobe and tore my Achilles, but
right. Sorry about that.
I don't play most. I suck.
He did not suck. Chris didn't suck. Chris was
I was good at one point, but I sucked.
Chris was dope. Okay,
I sucked down.
Chris was dope.
I was good at one. But
yeah, same thing for me, dog. Same. Scotty's my guy. I watch Scotty play. I play my game out there. I try to do everything on the court to do good at everything. And man, I'm just a huge Scotty fan.
I could talk about Scotty forever. I used to argue people up and down.
Well, I'll tell you what. I got to stop both of y'all. Okay, because I tell you what, when Dre comes back on the show, we're gonna have a Scottie Pippen segment. We're gonna devote some time to Scottie Pippen. Okay,
gotta have a Scottie.
Because I know this can go on for a whole other hour. Look, Dre is around foaming at the mouth. Dre's ready.
I used to argue with people so much about Scotty, man. It took me growing up to just be like, man, I don't give a damn what nobody says about Scottie Pippen. I love him. Like,
I don't either.
Say what you want.
David is laughing.
Because I just know this is gonna go on for an hour and a half, and I need to stop.
I'm done. Right,
because I know where this is going. I know Chris and I go on for an hour and a half. Chris loves Scotty much more than I love Scotty, and so he meets somebody who loves Scotty just as much. Oh man,
I'm done. I won't say anything else.
Okay, we're gonna get out of here. We're gonna stop the show right here. We having way too much fun, man. We appreciate y'all listening to us, man. Dre, let everybody know where they can check you out at, where they can check your show at, where they can follow you at.
I have multiple podcasts, but you could find me at the ETMF podcast at ETMF.com. You can find me at accordingtosources.com. So I do the According to Sources podcast. I do ETMF podcast. I do Games We Don't Play podcast, which is all part of the ETMF podcast network. So you can go there and like and subscribe us, or just drop something saying you hate us. It's cool. It's all good.
And where can they follow you at?
You can follow me at A2 Sources at yeah, that's my at A2 Sources, I think. Hold on, I don't know. Okay, you got it.
No, it is.
Right. Yeah, I don't.
I got you.
Let's see where else. You can follow me at ETMF Podcast. That's the other one. Yeah.
That's a great podcast, by the way.
Thank you.
Now you check that out. It really is. Y'all can check us out on ballsports.com, Stitcher.com, iTunes, TuneIn Media, and Google Play.
Podcast. Yeah, anywhere you can get podcasts, you can find
We're there. Yes. We're there. Follow us on Twitter at Bawl Sports. Chris?
Yes, and if you want to donate to the show, you listen to the show, like the show, you know what, these guys a book or two. I think if I value on this show and I want to give them, a penny or a dime to show my appreciation, you go to ballsports.com, BAWLsports.com, click the blue button, you can donate. Shout out to our listeners and fans who donated. In the past, we got a nice one for Mike. I don't know what we want to get next day. A car?
I don't know.
Pizza.
I say a spaceship. Let's meet Richard Branson in Mars, man.
All right, Richard Branson in Mars. So let's get the Mars Ball on Mars.
Ball on Mars.
BallOnMars.com. There we go. I'm going with that. Let's get to start off, small, like $1,000 or something like that. But yeah, a donated penny. If you can't donate, we understand because money's tight sometimes. Spread the word, get on Twitter, tell your friends, get on Facebook, tell your family. And we appreciate you guys.
And thanks for all the emails we get from fans too, telling us they love the show. We read all that stuff. We really do. And keep sending us that stuff and keep sending us music too, because I'm listening to that also.
Oh yeah. Because on the website, ballsports.com, there's a contact. And you go down, fill out the form out. You can send us a message. You want to submit music. You just want to say we're wrong about something. Shoot us an email.
Cool. On behalf of our guy Dre, that's my main man Chris, aka C-Dub. I am Big Dave. Next time we all get together, it's gonna be a Scottie Pippen discussion. Just letting y'all know. So get ready. Chris gonna be like Kid of Christmas, and both of y'all waiting on Saint Scotty to come on down the chimney and put that finger roll in.
I mean, imagine like the day I meet Scottie Pippen, like what I'm gonna say. Like,
look,
I'm gonna be like, "Yo, what's up, man? Big fan." I'm gonna be like, "Oh, you're 6'7". Oh my God, I'm 5'7".
From Central. Okay, I'm sorry. Thanks for opportunity in. Y'all be cool.
Oh, we need to get Ray Clay on the show, by the way. Let's get Ray Clay on the show.
Let's get Ray Clay. Yeah, we want Ray Clay on this show. At least just to say ball.
Yeah.
To say that. Thank y'all for tuning in. That's my man Chris, my man Dre. I'm Big Dave. Peace and love, y'all. Have a blessed week. Peace.